What if you woke up this morning, checked your bank account, and your Social Security payment was not what you expected? No warning, no letter, no phone call from the SSA, just a different number. Right now, as you are watching this video, millions of Americans are opening their accounts and asking that exact question. And here's what's terrifying. Most of them don't know if it's a mistake, a cut, a recalculation, or something they accidentally triggered themselves. Here is a statistic that should stop you cold. The Social Security Administration processes payments for over 72 million Americans every single month. And every year, hundreds of thousands of those beneficiaries receive an incorrect payment amount, sometimes too little, sometimes too much, and the SSA can demand that money back even years later. Let that sink in. You could receive more than you're owed, spend it in good faith, and still be on the hook to repay it. I read the official SSA documentation, the policy notices, and the federal benefit update filings so you don't have to. And what I found explains every single reason your check may look different this month and exactly what you need to do about it right now. Stay with me. This is happening to more people than you think, and this video could save you from a serious financial mistake. Welcome back, everyone. If you are new here, my name is Host Name, and this channel exists for one reason only: to cut through the government jargon, the bureaucratic noise, and the confusing policy updates, and give you clear, honest, actionable information about the benefits you have earned and deserve. We cover Social Security, SSI, SSDI, Medicare, SNAP, and every federal benefit update that could impact your household before it hits your mailbox. Now, before we go any further, I want to hear from you. Drop your city and state down in the comments below right now. This is incredibly important because benefit impacts vary depending on where you live. Your state, your cost of living area, and your local SSA office can all affect how and when these changes hit your check. So tell me where you are watching from. It helps me tailor future content directly for your community. And if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell notification icon right now, because benefit updates don't wait for you to go looking for them. I will bring them directly to you. All right, let's get into it, because there is a lot to cover today. So why does your Social Security check look different this month? Here's what you need to understand. This is not one thing. There are multiple simultaneous reasons your payment amount may have changed, and they all hit at different times throughout the year. Let's break them down one by one. Reason number one, the 2025 COLA adjustment. The cost of living adjustment, or COLA, for 2025 was set at 2.5%. That means the average Social Security retirement benefit increased by approximately $49 per month, bringing the average monthly payment to around $1,276. But here is what people miss. Not everyone saw the same increase. Your specific benefit depends on your full calculation. And after Medicare Part B premiums are deducted, many beneficiaries saw their net increase shrink significantly. Medicare Part B premiums rose to $185 per month in 2025, up from $174.70 the year before. For anyone who has Medicare automatically deducted from their Social Security check, and that is most of you, that increase ate into your COLA raise. In states like California, Florida, and Texas, where a large percentage of beneficiaries are on both Social Security and Medicare, this has been one of the most common sources of confusion. Reason number two, benefit recalculations. After a work year, did you or your spouse have any earnings in the previous year? Did you return to part-time work? The SSA routinely recalculates benefits based on your updated earnings record. If you had a higher earning year recently, your benefit could go up. But if you had earnings that pushed you over the income thresholds for SSI or reduced your SSDI eligibility window, your check could go down or be temporarily suspended. Reason number three, overpayment recovery deductions. This is the one that blindsides people the most. The SSA identified billions of dollars in overpayments in recent years, and they are actively recovering those funds. Under current SSA policy, if they determine you were overpaid, they can withhold up to 100% of your monthly benefit until the debt is recovered, unless you request a waiver or a reduced repayment plan. In 2024, the SSA began aggressively sending overpayment notices to hundreds of thousands of beneficiaries, many of whom had received incorrect payments through absolutely no fault of their own. If your check dropped dramatically with no explanation, this is the first thing to investigate. Reason number 4, windfall elimination provision or government pension. Offset changes for beneficiaries who also receive a government pension, teachers, firefighters, state employees, the windfall elimination provision, WEP, and the government pension offset, GPO, have historically reduced Social Security payments. However, the Social Security Fairness Act was signed into law in January 2025, eliminating both the WEP and the GPO. This means millions of affected Americans should be receiving higher payments now. If you are in that category and your check has not increased, that is a red flag worth investigating immediately. Reason number 5, tax withholding elections. Did you recently submit a new W-4V form to have federal taxes withheld from your benefits? If so, you may be seeing a deduction you did not fully anticipate. Social Security benefits can be taxable if your combined income exceeds $25,000 for individuals or $32,000 for married couples filing jointly. Voluntary withholding at 7%, 10%, 12%, or 22% will visibly reduce your monthly deposit. Now let's talk about who specifically is seeing changes, because this is not a one-size-fits-all situation. Retirement beneficiaries. If you are receiving standard Social Security retirement benefits, the COLA adjustment, Medicare premium changes, and any earnings recalculations apply directly to you. Retirees in high cost of living states like New York, California, and Hawaii are feeling the Medicare premium sting the hardest. SSDI recipients. If you are on Social Security disability insurance, the COLA increase applies to you as well. But so does the substantial gainful activity threshold, which rose to $1,620 per month in 2025 for non-blind individuals. If your work activity approached or exceeded this limit, your disability status may be under review. Any trial work period earnings will also affect your payment timeline. SSI recipients, Supplemental Security Income beneficiaries, saw the maximum federal benefit rise to $967 per month for individuals and $1,250 for eligible couples in 2025. But SSI is extremely sensitive to income and resource changes. Even a small deposit, a gift, a side payment, a tax refund can trigger a reduction. If your check is lower, report any income changes immediately. Veterans receiving both VA benefits and Social Security need to know that concurrent receipt rules are complex. If your VA disability rating changed or your VA pension was adjusted, it may have indirectly triggered an SSI recalculation. Surviving spouses and dependents. If you receive benefits based on a deceased spouse's work record, any changes to the primary calculation, including the new WEP and GPO elimination, could affect your widow or widower benefit. Some surviving spouses are now entitled to significantly higher amounts and may need to formally reapply or update their claim. Low-income seniors on SNAP. If you receive both Social Security and SNAP benefits, be aware that your SNAP allotment is partly calculated based on your Social Security income. A COLA increase to your Social Security may have reduced your SNAP benefits slightly, which could feel like a net loss, even if your Social Security technically went up. Here's what you need to understand about why all of this is happening at once. The federal government has been under enormous pressure to address the Social Security Trust Fund's long-term solvency. Projections from the Social Security Board of Trustees indicate the combined trust funds could face depletion as early as 2035 without legislative action, and that has created urgency on both sides of the aisle. At the same time, the SSA has been dealing with significant staffing reductions and operational changes. Reports in early 2025 confirmed that the agency faced workforce cuts as part of broader federal efficiency initiatives. Fewer staff means slower processing, longer wait times, and a higher risk of administrative errors reaching your payment. The overpayment crackdown is also a direct response to a 2023 Government Accountability Office report that identified $4.6 billion in improper Social Security payments in a single year. The pressure to recover those funds has led to aggressive collection actions, and some of those actions are hitting the wrong people. Finally, the repeal of WEP and GPO was a decades-long fight that finally succeeded. But the implementation rollout has been uneven, and not every eligible beneficiary has received their corrected amount yet. The bottom line, your check may look different for reasons that are entirely legitimate, entirely administrative, or entirely in error. You need to know which one applies to you. Here's exactly what you need to do right now. Do not wait until next month. Take these steps today. Step 1. Log into your My Social Security portal at ssa.gov, create or access your account, and pull up your benefit verification letter and payment history. Compare what was deposited this month to what was deposited last month. Note the exact difference in dollars. Screenshot everything. Step 2. Review your latest SSA notice of award or any recent correspondence. The SSA is required to send you a written notice before changing your benefit amount. Check your mail and your online message center if you received a notice and ignored it. That notice contains a deadline for appeals, often just 60 days from the date of the letter. Step 3. Check for any overpayment notices or pending debts. Inside your My Social Security portal, look for any outstanding balance or overpayment flag. If one exists, you have the right to request a waiver if repayment would cause financial hardship, and you have the right to request a reduced withholding rate so they do not take 100% of your check. Step 4. Verify your Medicare premium deduction. Your Medicare summary notice will show your current Part B and Part D premiums. Confirm what is being deducted from your Social Security. If it does not match what you expect, contact Medicare directly at 1-800-MEDICARE. Step 5. Contact your local SSA office or call 1-800-772-1213. Do not rely solely on the website. Speak to a representative and ask them to explain every line item of your current benefit calculation. Ask specifically, was there a COLA adjustment? Is there an overpayment recovery? Has my benefit been recalculated? Document the name of the representative, the date, and what they told you. Step 6. If you believe your benefit change is an error, file an appeal. Immediately, you have the right to appeal any SSA decision. File a request for reconsideration within 60 days of the notice date. If the issue is an overpayment, simultaneously file Form SSA 632 to request a waiver of the overpayment. You do not have to fight this alone. Contact your local legal aid organization or a Social Security attorney, many of whom work on contingency. I want to take a moment and speak directly to you, not as a benefits expert, but as someone who understands what it means to depend on this money. For millions of you, this check is not extra income. It is your rent, it is your medication, it is your groceries. And when that number changes without warning, the fear that hits you is real, and it is valid, and you deserve to have someone in your corner. You worked for these benefits. You paid into this system, in some cases for decades. You are not asking for charity. You are asking for what is rightfully yours. And I want you to know, you are not navigating this alone. This channel exists because you deserve clear answers and someone willing to dig through the fine print on your behalf. Whatever is happening with your check right now, there is a path forward. There is an appeal process. There are protections, and we are going to walk through them together every step of the way. All right, let's bring it home. Here is the bottom line from today's video. Your Social Security check may look different this month because of the 2025 COLA adjustment, rising Medicare Part B premiums, SSA overpayment recovery actions, the new WEP and GPO repeal, earnings recalculations or voluntary tax withholding, or a combination of several of these happening at once. The most important thing you can do right now is log into ssa.gov, pull up your payment history, look for any notices, and call the SSA if anything does not add up. Do not wait. Do not assume it will correct itself. And if you received an overpayment notice, file that waiver immediately. If this video helped you today, I need you to do 3 things right now. First, smash that like button. It takes 2 seconds and it helps this information reach the people who need it most. Second, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a benefits update. And third, share this video with someone you know who is on Social Security. They may be sitting there right now wondering what happened to their check, and this video has the answers. Drop your city and state in the comments below. I read every single one, and your location helps me create more targeted content for your area. Coming up next, we are breaking down the latest SNAP benefit changes for 2025 and what the new income thresholds mean for low-income households across the country. You do not want to miss that one. I am Host Name. Stay informed, stay protected, and I will see you in the next video.